A massive change in your life is about to happen. You are going to university. But what exactly can you expect from it? I started university 6 months ago, and I have to say it has been the biggest life change I've had. This meant I had to adapt. And this is the case for the great majority of university students. It may be that you're also thinking about going to university. If that is the case, well, this video is for you, because I will cover the main aspects of student life and what things you should watch out for. I have split these topics into 5 categories: academia, social life, responsibilities, health, and time. So, shall we get started? In my personal case, I had a very easy first semester, and this was mainly due to the introductory periods that was implemented in my bachelor. Basically, I had courses where the focus was on learning the methodology and other soft skills. I personally think it is a bit exaggerated to do this for half a year, but I have to say this allowed me to focus more on my autonomous personal development. However, my case is not the most common one. Acquaintances of mine have told me that the workload at their university was notably high and also very intense if compared to the high school workload. One of my friends went to study mechanical engineering in Aachen, Germany, and he told me that the amount of exercises he had to do to prepare for the lectures and the follow-up on the lectures were pretty intense. Another friend of mine who studies business in Freiburg, also in Germany, explained to me that for her type of bachelor, it is very doable to pass the exams and get average grades. But if you want to get one level higher, so get the really good grades, that becomes very difficult. So you can see that the workload also depends on your goals. So what do you want to achieve? Now, apart from that, the individual workload also depends on the structure of your study. For instance, in Belgium, many people are accepted into their bachelor study, but after the first year, only the best can stay. Because only a certain percentage can stay in the bachelor, everybody puts in a massive amount of extra effort, which can create feelings of guilt when you are not studying. Now, the workload also depends on how many ECTS you get for your course and on your prior knowledge. So if you want to study something that you find tremendously interesting but know barely anything about, then you can do that, but get ready for some intense study sessions. I think that one of the most important things that you have to know before going to university is that you won't be able to learn everything that comes up on the exam a week or some days prior to it. I was lucky that my parents explained this to me, and well, I understood that the university exams wouldn't be as easy as my casual high school exams. What I'm trying to say is that you need to work consistently so that you can pass the exams. What I can also tell you is that usually, no matter which bachelor, the first semester is a bit annoying. This is because usually you have mandatory courses that you are absolutely not interested in. And further demotivation comes from you knowing that you don't have to go to uni. When you were in school, you were forced to go to school, but now you're choosing to go to university and you're even paying to go, and you're not enjoying it. But these feelings start to fade once you progress in your bachelor's. So, no worries. On to the second part, the social life. A great thing about university is that you get to know a lot of very cool people. However, to do this, you must be open to meet people and actively engage in conversation. So, uni is a great way to network with people that could be part of your future. In university cities, there's a lot of ways to socialize. Many events take place and study associations exist. So you can find something for all types of interests. May it be cooking, reading, debating, sports, art, or music. It is also very well known that as a university student, you can go out and party a lot. If that is something that you consider worth your time and that you will meet cool people by doing this, then go ahead and do it. You can do this in every university city. Then something that is not uncommon and actually fits my case is student housing. By living with other students and sharing the kitchen and maybe even the bathroom, you will engage in conversation at some point. Once you've met people and you get along with them really good, you can enjoy activities together such as cooking, you can go on a trip, or you can just have a gathering. In general, I would say that these people will be part of your life and you will make many memories. The third thing I want to talk about are the responsibilities that you have to take up as a student. If you move out to go to university, you will face a lot of new responsibilities. Let's start with the basic ones. First of all, you have to buy your own groceries. And there's a high chance that one day you will forget to buy groceries and you will end up with an empty fridge and eating cereals for dinner, which is obviously not the best meal for your body. Related to that, the second big responsibility is that you have to cook for yourself. Now, I'm sure some of you enjoy cooking and exploring new tastes, trying out new things. But I'm a person that prefers to not put too much effort into their cooking. Many people agree with me on that and opt for microwave foods or heavily processed foods. But you should eat properly and preferably healthy so you don't destroy your body. More on the health aspects in a bit. Now, you're also responsible for keeping your life clean. And surprise, surprise, this means that you have to do your dishes, vacuum and mop the floor, make your bed, clean your room, throw out the trash, and many other things. Now, I think these were the most obvious responsibilities, but there's also the organizational part. You have to register in the city, which means you have to get an appointment at the municipality and then go there with all the proper documents to be able to register in the city. You also have to pick up your university card to get your student discounts or to be able to access the library. And don't forget to open a bank account, get a new phone number, and register at a general practitioner. And if you want to work, start writing applications and go to interviews. These are things that are easily forgotten, and if they're not done, they can limit you or even cause some trouble. So much about responsibilities. Let's talk about health. Living healthily seems like a good idea, doesn't it? Well, at uni, many people don't, and these are the main factors that you should watch out for. Bad nutrition, alcohol consumption, bad sleep, and no or low amounts of exercise. I already mentioned how bad nutrition can occur. Maybe you're too lazy to cook or you don't have any food to cook. But now I want to explain how this one is related to the other factors. And by the way, each one of these factors affects all the others. You might know that alcohol has many unhealthy calories and it can affect your appetite. This could cause malnutrition because your body feels like it has already taken in a lot of calories, but it hasn't taken in any nutrients. Now, if it doesn't make you eat less and you still continue eating the same, well, what would happen is that you will increase in weight and not in muscle mass, but in fat. Sure, if alcohol is not abused, these effects are not that drastic. But since statistics show that about 20% of students are considered to be abusing alcohol, I think it is fair to mention it. Bad nutrition and alcohol both affect your sleep. If you lack vitamins like B3, B5, B6 or B9 or other essential nutrients, that will affect your sleep. And one thing I learned from the book Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker is that alcohol does not actually help you sleep. Let me explain. Alcohol, as opposed to general belief, doesn't actually help you sleep, but it just takes you out of a state of wakefulness. So it is a type of sedation or anesthesia, which is not sleep. On top of that, alcohol can also cause sleep disruption, so you might wake up in the middle of the night, which can also happen unconsciously. The bad sleep can also be caused by irregular sleeping rhythms, which affect your circadian rhythm. For those of you who don't know what the circadian rhythm is, it is basically your inner clock that tells your body when it's time to sleep and when it's time to be awake. Irregular sleep is very common because you have so many things to keep track of. Let me give you an example. Let's say you wanted to do your exercise and you had an assignment due to the next day at 9 a.m. and it's already 8 p.m. Let's say you work out for 1.5 hours, go back home, shower, cook and eat, and suddenly it's already 11 p.m. What many people do is pump some caffeine into their body and work on their assignment until 4 in the morning. Logically, this causes a lack of sleep and a disruption in your sleeping rhythm. Bad nutrition, alcohol, and bad sleep altogether will cause you to be less energized and be more tired, which will essentially lead to you doing less exercise. If you want to see results in the gym or improve at the sport of your choice, you will have to get these factors under control. Long story short, your mental and physical performance decreases if you don't eat properly and sleep enough. All these things that I mentioned that are part of university life strongly affect your available time. Since these things are essential, you can't just simply skip them. Now, having restricted amounts of free time forces you to manage your time properly which you can educate yourself on or just learn by doing it. Now, if you don't manage your time properly, I think your life could get pretty overwhelming. However, if you do manage your time properly, you can either enjoy your free time or take up new challenges and work on yourself, which I am personally a big fan of. You could build a healthy habit, educate yourself on an essential topic, or work a part-time job. I actually made a video about what the benefits of working a part-time job are, so you might want to check that out after this video. But to give you some perspective, here's how much time I use for all the things I do. University, it's about 14 hours of classes, plus the readings and the assignments. I play volleyball on average 4 hours a week in between the trainings and the matches, and I go to the gym 6 times a week for 1.5 hours. So that's 4 plus 9, so around 13 hours per week on sports. My job as a waiter is around 16 hours per week, and then cooking, eating, cleaning, and other household things, that takes about 17 hours per week. And then the transit to get from one place to the other, well, that takes at least 8 hours per week. And well, the rest is to sleep, relax, talk to my friends and family, produce these videos, and do other self-development activities that I really enjoy doing. Now, this was partly to show you what my student life looks like, but mainly to let you understand that the time you have is very limited and it can be used up very quick. Now, to conclude, I would like to tell you that even though you have so many responsibilities and new challenges, the student life is actually really cool. I think it is a unique and great part of your life because you are young, you learn a lot of things, and you explore many new communities or even places. And to be fair, the independent lifestyle also sometimes feels good because you feel really in control of your life. So that was what I would consider the most important things that you should know before going to university. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe. It helps more than you think. Anyways, I wish you luck starting your university life, and I hope that you enjoy all parts of it. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.